Dear students, today we are going to do word problems on HCF and LCM. And the main point of these word problem is this: how do you identify that in which problem you have to use HCF and in which problem you need to find LCM? So what is the convention, and are there some keywords by which you can recognize that you have to find HCF in this problem or LCM in this particular problem? Yes, because HCF and LCM by now you know how to solve and how to find out by so many methods. So the main thing in these word problem is to find out when to use LCM or HCF. So generally first you will have to search for the keywords. Keywords for HCF will be maximum or exact number of times, and for HCF, for LCM it will be minimum. So generally when we have to find a number larger than given numbers, then we find LCM. If the problem in the problem some numbers are given and you have to find out a number larger than the given numbers, then you will have to find LCM, because lowest common multiple is bigger than the given numbers. It is always bigger than the given numbers. But if you have to find out smaller number than the given numbers, then you will have to find out HCF, because HCF of two numbers is always smaller than them. So these properties and some keywords we will be using in identifying whether we have to use HCF in this problem or LCM in this problem. So let us take some examples. We have two tankers contain 850 liters and 680 liters of kerosene oil respectively. Find the maximum capacity of a container which can measure the kerosene oil of both the tankers when used an exact number of times. So these are the two keywords over here. There are two tankers and they have a capacity of 850 liters of kerosene oil, 680 liters of kerosene oil. So we have to find out a maximum capacity of a container which can measure these kerosene oil of both the tankers, and it should be an exact number of time. That means it should be a factor, and maximum means highest. So we have to find out highest common factor in this problem. So we have these buckets, so naturally the container size will be smaller than both the tank size so that it can measure them. So we are going to find out HCF. This is the main thing that you have identified, that you have to find out HCF. Now how do we find out HCF? There are so many methods. We are using prime factorization method over here. 680 we are splitting it into prime factors. Similarly 850 also we are splitting into prime factors, and then we see that what are the common factors over here. So we can see that one common factor is 2, one common factor is 5, and one common factor is 17. So HCF comes out to be 2 into 5 into 17, that is 170. So maximum measuring capacity of the mug will be 170 liters. And to fill 850 liters, how many times you have to measure? 5 times, because 170 into 5 will be 850. And to fill 680 liters, you have to measure 4 times. So 170 into 4 will be 680. Next problem is, the traffic lights at 3 different road crossings change after every 48 seconds, 72 seconds, 108 seconds respectively. If they change simultaneously at 7 am, at what time will they change simultaneously again? So the keywords here are every and again. So that means naturally when they change after 48 seconds, when the first traffic light changes after 48 seconds, then when it will change after next 48, that is 48 plus 48, 96 seconds, and the second traffic light will change after 72 plus 72, that is 144. Similarly for the third light also it will change after 108 plus 108 seconds. So that means the number that we are going to find out is bigger. So that means we have to find out multiple, LCM. So we can take first, let the traffic light change in 1 second, 2 second and 3 second for simple a version of this, 1 second and 2 second, 3 second. You can see the symbols over here. So we can see that it will change after 1 second every time. So first light is changing after 1 second, and this is the point here. Similarly, the second is changing after every 2 seconds. So 2 plus 2 4 and plus 2 6. Again here 3 seconds mean 3 second first, and then for the second change it is again 6 seconds. So at 6 seconds all the three of them change again. So what is 6? 6 is actually the lowest common multiple of 1, 2 and 3. So similarly in this problem also we will find out the LCM, lowest common multiple of these three numbers, 48, 72 and 108. So when we find out the LCM of these numbers by prime factorization, we have 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. That means we are getting 432. So we need to find time after 7 a.m. So we first convert 432 seconds into minutes. How do we convert it? Because seconds is a smaller unit and minutes is a bigger unit. So 432 divided by 60. What we are getting over here? We are getting 60. 432 divided by 67 is the quotient, 12 is the remainder. So writing it 7 minutes and 12 seconds. So the required time will be 7 a.m. plus 7 minutes plus 12 seconds, or we can say 7 minutes 12 seconds past 7 a.m. So these type of problems you are going to do for your exercise 3.7 also.